Hi everyone, it's Wednesday the 15th of February, and this week we have the Season 11 Challenge, and we have Gabriel as our star hero. So not the greatest star hero, but scouts do start charged, which will help at the early rounds. We've got one of my most hated maps on this set, but most of the other ones aren't too bad. So first, let's get on with the weekend events, and these are Jackpot Deluxe. So you've got a chance of 9 gold or 9 silver crates after missions. They don't come up very often, but when they do, they're quite nice. And we've also got double XP from kills, so you can farm some tomatoes if you've got Pizza Glen in lead. Otherwise, you can just rack up some nice amounts of XP. So that's the 2 events we got this weekend, and let's get on with the maps. The first one is search the area. So you've got to spend 2 turns on 2 different items. One at a signpost at the top, and then a deck chair at the bottom right. And then you've got to get to the exit on the far right. Start off in this little alcove where you can't see anything, and then you go around the corner, and you got a load of normal walkers. Up until Nightmare, obviously. It's all threat reduction, so if you can keep the threat down, you're going to be doing all right. Just take your time. At higher levels, though, and in Nightmare, it becomes a real slog. You're looking at sort of Princess Yumiko or Mercy Yumiko, and just trying to inch your way forward as the walkers come at you. It's not a particularly fun map at that level. But yeah, threat reduction early on should see you through it without too many problems. Next map is Minefield. You're going to want to turn your brightness up on this one, because the mines are very hard to see. Every time we've had it, we've given feedback that they should glow. Whether they'll have made that change or not remains to be seen. They're scattered throughout the map. If you bring Shiva on this one, get everything's attention and get them to walk towards you, they'll blow up a lot of them and kill most of the walkers on the map. I tend to go bottom route, hop over the one that is you can just see above the end turn button there, and then get to exit. There is one in sort of the middle right hand side which is covered by a shrub or something. Do watch out for that one, because it will catch you out. I think I get caught out every time on it by it as well. But it is there, so do beware. Other than that, it's just get to exit. So having Zeke in there and having him in the front to push anything away is quite handy. Or pushing walkers onto mines to explode them is also quite a good technique. But the main thing on that one is to have Shiva in lead on one of your supports. So the next map is Fix the Breach. So this is a security area, sort of someone on a gate and 2 other people protecting them. You start with a couple of walkers on the board, and then they will spawn from the left-hand side every turn. So when you've got someone on that gate, you're going to have things coming out next to you. Once you've secured it, it turns into killer walkers. You'll also have a tank and 2 more walkers spawn on the right hand side of the map. Shouldn't be too much of a problem with sort of Princess Yumiko pretty much all the way, I would have thought. You might, depending on what happens in Nightmare and when the Commonwealth spawn, you might need to wait a little while before getting on the gate. But shouldn't be too much of a problem, that one. Next map is Supply Run. This one, start with 7 armoured walkers. If you haven't got 7 on the map, then you've got some hiding, probably in a room to the right, so be aware of that. Count them up before you start doing anything. Quite an easy map. Kill everything that's on the map to start with. There's no incoming. Do what you want. Use whoever you find best. Then what you want to do is open the 3 doors and then get the items on the shelf on the top left. Once you've got 2 shelves, then you start getting auto spawn. So guess get that one on the top left first, and then bring everyone back together, or get everyone ready to open everything at the same time. Because what you're going to want to do is open the left, right, and get on the table in the middle, all on the same turn. Then you will get an auto spawn down the bottom right. So whoever's in the top right room needs to then come down and be able to stun them. And then next turn, you just get to the line. So if you follow that, open everything and one shelf, and then just prepare yourself to open the last two shelves and the table in the middle, you should find it really easy. If you don't do that and just open stuff randomly, it gets really full and really tough. So hopefully that helps for someone. But the next map is the Tunnel. It's a Kill to the Tough Walker, which I believe is a tank. At early levels up to Nightmare, it's got a threat counter, but doesn't increase. But there it starts on 0. So if you take a silent team, you won't get an incoming. There are pits to watch out for, where if you walk over them, walkers will spawn. They do spawn at a lower level though, so you can use them to charge up, which can be quite handy. But silent weapon on Mercer, silent weapon on Yumiko and your Golden. Pretty easy to get through the map, really. As I say, just watch out for those pits. At higher levels, when you start getting incoming anyway, then you can go to your louder weapons, and I tend to go along the top and just make sure you got something to be able to kill the walker that comes out along the top pit in one go. So a charged Mercer with cookies will do it, although you may have had to use it earlier. But it shouldn't be too much of a problem. It might be a bit of a slog, a bit of a crawl, but you'll get there. Next map is Community Service, and I've saved the worst till last. Universally hated, this map is a real pain in the backside. You've got a load of walkers starting on the map, and blind corners. You've also got your team split up with the third position all the way on the far right. Lots of walkers in between them. But the worst thing is, after the first turn, you'll get 2 walkers spawn on the right and 3 on the left. So you've got to get your people together as quickly as possible. To do that, the easiest way to do it is to have Walker Mike on the third position survivor. Use it on the first turn and run as far to the left as you possibly can. If you don't have Walker Mike, then you might be able to get away with Zeke or someone with a Whisperer's Mask on to herd the close by walkers. But at higher level, it just gets ridiculous. And at Nightmare, it was bad enough at Nightmare last time, but with Commonwealth and the compact map with all the blind corners, it is going to be a real pain. Not looking forward to this one bit. It is a killer walkers though, so if you can get yourself into a corner with Mercer and Yumiko, you might be alright, but do watch where they're coming around this bottom left corner. Other than that, and search the area at Nightmare, the last couple of rounds, this map set isn't too bad, but having Gabe in lead, it's not going to be much fun. I'll probably be dropping him at some point, but I hope you enjoy it. Thanks very much for watching. If you like it, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.